Hey guys, I just stumbled across a video that I thought you would really like, that you can show all your friends and family, that the Australian commander of the COVID squad, COVID commander they call him, and what's his name?
The train conductor Jerome Weinmar.
Okay, Jerome something. Weinmar.
So it's got a 1930s ring to it.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Very, very German.
Yeah.
He
did not start this one.
No, hang on, Growler. All jokes aside, going to put a video in the description box, and you go to just watch it from 138, and you'll hear exactly what he says. Should we tell him? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
We'll tell him.
Why not?
He tells us everybody to choose your poison.
Yep.
Because he's saying Astra, Moderna or something. And then he says, choose your poison. And by the way, look at my Super Trooper. Oh, he had a bit of a stumble then. But thanks to our very good friend in Mackay, who was one of our subs, Violet Rose, which, Violet Rose. Thanks to her, Bo, hey, don't go away. Come back here. I'm showing them you. Come back here.
Come here. Come on, mate.
We're going this way. Can you see how fast he's walking? He hasn't walked like this in years. Actually, I forgot the DSMO this morning.
Yeah.
So, but when I put it on in about an hour or two, so he's shaved where he has it because of his hips, and also on his, you can't see his shoulder. And I mean, it's a miracle. It's an absolute miracle. So none of the pharmacia could do this. The DMSO, all it does is let the magnesium be able to absorb into the fibres of the muscles correctly and deeply, not as if we just put it on on the external. Only goes in a very short way. So, and we can use this stuff on ourselves. It is a veterinary drug. They do make DMSO for humans. It is a much, I think that one's 90% active ingredient, and the human one is 10.
Yep.
But you could water that down. And I'm going to try it. If I get an injury, oh man, I'm going to try it. Because he's just increased vitality, amazing. But he did actually hurt his arm the other day, his front right arm. As you might be able to see as he's walking, you'll be able to see it sticking out a bit. Because he was going so well. He pushed himself too much and he fell over. So that's the only reason he's like a bit wobbly. But he was walking straight, wasn't he? Absolutely straight, wasn't he? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so just a miracle. Thought I'd share that with you too. But we thought we'd just tell you about this Jerome Weinmar, who was the chief COVID person in Australia, has said choose your poison, and the link will be in the description box. Anything you want to say, my brother?
Just coming up and having a look at COP26, guys. It's very significant because it starts on the 31st of October, which is Halloween, and goes to the 12th of November, so that adds up to 13 days. And this is where they're putting the Pope's Laudato Si book that he wrote into action, and everyone knows about climate lockdowns and that sort of thing. So if you have a look what's happened in Lebanon, you have a look at the power blackouts there. And you've all the other, or especially the blackouts too in China that have covered 16 provinces. China has 32 provinces, and the blackouts have spanned over 16 provinces. So people have been without power all day from 8 till 5, and then they switch it on at night time. So there's blackouts everywhere that are happening because Lebanon was in darkness for 3 days. And if you've had a look at all the other power blackouts last year with Pakistan, Jordan, all this sort of thing, you can see it's leading up to COP26 and the climate change. So they've got, actually got how would I put it? They've got an excuse to implement like climate lockdowns and all this sort of stuff that, so it's another part of the agenda, which is massive.
Yes.
So just really keep an eye on that. You've got the lizards heading over there, and if you have a look into Alok Sharma, who is head of COP26, and that's very interesting as well. And then you see all the other dignitaries going over there. So, I mean, yeah, there's really a lot to go through, and especially if you have a look at climate change, it's CC 33. It's all in there, and climate change. They're not talking about the weather climate, which they use that as a cover. The climate change is changing our climate, the climate of humanity.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right.
So they're using that as a front, because we are part of the Great Reset, aka the Great Tribulation. That's what I think that they mean. Their
Well,
Great Reset.
what were we talking
the Great
about?
Tribulation.
It is. That's
Yeah.
right. I believe you're right.
Yeah.
Great Reset's Great Tribulation. What about? We were talking this morning about Lady Gaga,
Yeah.
and she spent 3 days in that egg.
Yep.
The rebirth to rebirth.
Yep. The new human race within a race.
That's what she said.
Yep.
That's right. The new human race within a race.
Yep.
And that was like years ago.
Yep.
To 15 or 14.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so that they've had a long time to be getting planned and telling us, and now with them coming out and saying choose your poison, they don't care.
No.
They think, that's
I-
just a metaphor. The
Yeah.
normal people. I think we'll go back.
Yeah, I think it's. I reckon it's the Holy Spirit
Yeah.
actually forcing them to tell the truth through them without them knowing about it, to let everybody else know.
Well, that's right.
That's what I think it is.
That's right. To give those poor,
Yep.
the poor souls that didn't run to it straight away and be absolutely ridiculous.
That's right.
It gives them a chance to make an informed decision now.
So therefore, there's no excuse. You should have researched it. You should have gone through it. And people that don't think it's the mark, well, you need to rethink your life.
Reevaluate yourself very
End of
quickly,
story.
because we're definitely not religious fanatics.
Nope.
But we know that the Father in heaven called us both about 4 years ago
Yep.
to do this. If you're not familiar with us,
Yep.
and we met up in real life in person.
Yeah.
We met up. Known each other 4 years. Then we met about 16, 17 months ago.
Yep.
And the Holy Spirit has led us directly right through this
Yeah.
by the hand.
That's right.
And showed us step by step what has been happening as it's unfolding. Obviously, none of us got hindsight. It wasn't meant to be that way. Only I don't know.
Yep.
Enoch and Abraham and Jacob, they were in a league of their own, those men.
Yes, they are.
And we just believe, and know, I know in my heart,
Yep.
and I believe that the Father is going to send his Son back
Yep.
to rescue those and to clean this place up. No, this place gets ruined this time. This place is done.
Yeah.
And the sin is just, it's too stained, it's too tainted. The ground is crying out and the rocks cry out.
Yep.
So we will be inhabiting a new heaven and a new earth, but all we have to do to get there is to confess with our mouth, believe in our heart that Jesus, Yeshua, was he died for us, that he was risen, he rose on the third day, and he sits at the right hand of the Father in heaven.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing religious about that. Don't feel like you're a square or you're weird, because it is the most real thing that there is. And the Father has taken everything off people to try to make them realise this is not just Satan's plan, the lockdowns.
No.
It's not.
No.
His hand is all over this.
That's it.
It's
Sorting
mercy.
out the wheat from the tares.
Yes, and
it's
still giving mercy, because we've still got that grace to choose. People have still got the grace to choose. And those who chose it, I'm sorry, any of my family and friends listening to this, which I know you do, you made your decision, and may God have mercy on your soul. That's all I can say. Yeah. And in saying that, let them know, just pray for Rob Skiba's family, please, guys. Rob passed, not even 24 hours ago, I believe. Yeah. So I loved Rob, as I loved his teachings. Yep. I know he was very strict Torah, but, I don't care. I can get things out of people that I don't agree with 100%. And I think that's all how we should open our mind, to be able to receive information, even if you don't believe with someone 100%. And just so pray for Rob's family, please, guys. It's really important. I'd like to give a shout out to Paul and Adrian too. Thanks for that shout out on your channel, guys. That was much appreciated.
Thanks, guys. We love you.
And I'm glad that we can, we do. And
always
we can.
Loved you.
Always did. Always, absolutely.
Have.
Not a bad word spoken.
Nope.
And I'm so pleased to be able to reconnect. So that's made my heart pretty happy. So, guys.
And he preaches that it's the mark, and he wants people saved.
Yes.
So that's 100%, and we fully back.
We back him.
Back them. For that.
So he's a brother, and he is sending out the right message. So go over to Off-Grid and Desert Farming as well. All you new people who don't know us. So.
Just quickly as well.
Yeah, sure.
Northern Territory in Australia has mandated at least 90%, basically everyone. This was done a few days ago. I was going to do something about it. You guys probably already know about it. But everyone has to have at least have eaten their first orange within a month. If they don't take it, and the people are working, they get even if they don't take it, and it doesn't matter, even if they're sacked, they still get a $5,000 fine, and they will still keep getting a $5,000 fine until they get done. Yep. We did send out a community post about it, didn't we?
No.
Oh, we didn't?
No.
Okay then. So that's just another thing. It's the toughest and strictest mandate in the world at the moment.
Yep.
Like I said, our orange juice numbers in Queensland are dwindling very badly, and the big pharma don't like that. And
we're
so
just not sure.
Either we're going to go down a lockdown route and then a lockout, or we're going to go down the Northern Territory route. So I'm not sure.
Which I think the Northern Territory route would be more effective.
Yes.
Because basically you can't work and that's it. So it's not, for those of you who think it's just still something that's, it's your choice, it's no big deal, it's your decision. Guys, it's mandatory here in places.
Yeah.
Victoria, the construction workers cannot work without it.
Same with New South.
What is the big push? Choose your poison. So don't take the orange juice, guys. Don't take the orange juice. May God have mercy on their souls, the ones of those that we know that did. It's tragic. And people are changing too. They're changing. They got happier, the ones that had the Astra. They got happier. It's weird.
Well, then we'll have to kick their heads in.
Well, my family members that took it, they all seem to get a little, like a second lease on life. Like, my brother-in-law, he hasn't been away for so long, and they've been off caravanning and camping, and they're older, so I don't know what's going on with that. It's kind of like the Heineken commercial. And if you haven't seen the latest Heineken commercial for the CV, just put in Heineken commercials in YouTube. I'm sure you'll get it. And it shows the old people partying on in a nightclub, ripping their gear off, running into the water, writing phone numbers on their chests. Old people in nightclub. So
laser-guided weapon into a place like that.
It's just ridiculous. They're showing us, they've shown us for a long time, but now telling us to choose our poison. So the Australian government's come out and admitted it. Let's say that. And that's what I'm going to head this. I'm going to title this, The Australian Government Has Admitted to Poison. Will I get struck for that?
Yes, you will.
Well, what do I say?
Choose your P.
Choose your orange juice.
Yeah, choose
No,
your
hang on.
orange juice.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. But guys, we love you, and
love you guys.
we couldn't do a live stream this week. We had so much go on. There was just a lot of things that stopped us doing it, and it was spiritual. It was definitely spiritual. So we're battling that, and we're on top of it now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're on top of it. It's as good as we can be, that we've been for a long time. So we'll see how that pans out.
I was flat out patting the dogs.
Well, yeah, flat out. And see how that pans out, flat out. So thank you for your prayers, guys.
Yeah, thanks,
we
guys.
needed them last week, boy.
And keep praying for us, guys, please.
Yeah, please. And we pray for you guys as a collective. You know, we're all family, and that's all fellowship is. That we're family and we're brothers and sisters, and it's a gathering. And we don't have church anymore, so this is it when we do our live stream. So anybody that hasn't joined for a live stream, we will be doing one, which will be next Monday night, 7:30 Central Standard Time, America. That is Tuesday, 10:30 a.m. Australian time. So we will be doing that. We'll definitely get that out. The only way that we won't get that out is if the net goes down.
Yeah.
Okay, because we've got a lot to talk about.
Climate change might take care of that.
Yeah, I saw something on TikTok this morning. It was very unnerving. It was a young lady, blonde, big eyes, and she painted herself all broken, and it was a climate change push. Yeah, and she just had her eye there, but she was all broken, and you know, it was awful. So they're really, you just watch how much I know you guys don't watch mainstream media, but you'll see it on YouTube. They'll probably hit us with ads. Bo, come round this way. Lucky knows what he's doing.
And thumbs up to give us a thumbs up if you all hate Rome. Thank you.
Yeah, please hit the like button on your way out, and if you haven't subscribed, well, we're here. It's your choice, but we don't push anybody, and we don't monetize, so we're just here to tell you the truth as best that we know it, and what the Holy Spirit leads.
That's right.
So bless all of you, our family.
Thanks, guys. We love you very much.
Yeah, we
really
do.
You mean everything to us.
In Yeshua's name. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely.
All right, this is Beck and Growler, and we are out.